Hello and welcome. I'm Nisha Podar and you have joined us on Too Sharp. There are two important developments that you must know about today. Indian markets continue to rally on dovish stance by the US Fed, and Adani's entry into the wires and cables business stirs the sector. On the Indian markets first, this is the first time that Nifty 50 has crossed the 23,000 level since February 19. In fact, 46 out of 50 members of Nifty 50 really contributed to the momentum and the rise of the market and that particular index, chief contributors being big boy Reliance Industries with banking stocks led by ICICI Bank and the IT pack. The US Fed, remember, has maintained its rate cut projections for the rest of the year, and that has been a good sign. Indian rupee also surged to a near 2-month high, reaching 86.2, driven by dollar sales from the foreign banks and also seasonal inflows. Now, the currency, remember, appreciated 1.2% over 7 sessions, reversing its earlier losses caused by equity outflows as well as slowing domestic growth. So, both equity and money doing well, and traders attribute the rally in rupee to the unwinding of long dollar positions. The US Fed has left the interest rates unchanged to 4.25 to 4.5% range at its meeting on Wednesday. For the second time in a row, there has been a pause. Officials also stuck to their previous forecast for 2 more rate cuts for this particular year, and that was positive. However, the policymakers indicated that they are bracing for higher inflation and slower growth due to President Trump's policies, which have increased uncertainty about the economic outlook. Wednesday's meeting marked the central bank's most direct acknowledgement, I must say, that the president's policies will impact the economy in the US. Now, Fed officials see the economy growing only by 1.7% for this particular year compared to their initial expectation, remember, of 2.1% expansion. Now, they also predict that the unemployment rate will rise to 4.4%. Officials also lifted their forecast for the core inflation, which strips out volatile food as well as the energy prices, to 2.8%. Now, in December, they expect it to end the year at 2.5%, already a big step up from the earlier estimates. Meanwhile, Wall Street rallied sharply on Fed comments and the dovish stance. Also, Treasury yields fell on Wednesday as investors bet the Federal Reserve will look through rising pricing pressures and also continue cutting interest rates for this year. But investors took US Fed Chairman's extremely dovish stance really positively, and stocks leaped even higher. Yields stumbled and the dollar cooled, and the gold marched on. So, this was the impact, and Wall Street rose sharply.
In one of the major business news of the day, well, the large conglomerates are gearing up for a big fight in the wires and cables businesses. So after Aditya Birla Group, it's now Adani Enterprises, which has announced its entry into the wires and cables business. It has incorporated a new joint venture company which called Pranitha Eco Cables Limited, or PEL, through its wholly owned subsidiary, which is Kutch Copper Limited, or KCL. Now, the venture, which was announced on Wednesday, sent shockwaves through the stock prices of some of the leading industry players in the wires and cable businesses. It did start up with the big competition coming in from deep-pocketed conglomerate. It's part of the arrangement. KCL will hold 50% equity share capital in the newly owned company, PEL, and the Gautam Adani-owned corporation announced this in an exchange filing on Wednesday. Moreover, the authorized and paid up shares capital amounts to 10 lakh rupees, divided into 100,000 equity shares of 10 rupees each. Remember, Aditya Birla Group, through its flagship company Ultratech Cement, has also made a significant move into India's wires and cable sector in February, as it announced the planned 1,800 crore rupees investment over the next 2 years, which includes also setting up a plant in the state of Gujarat. So Birla's entry into the wires and cable sector had also caused a similar stir, especially amongst the smaller players in this particular sector. Now, after cement, this will be yet another sector where Birla and Adani will come face to face. Over the past 1 year, we have seen that Polycab India shares have gained, and while in the past 3 months they have lost a lot of ground, they have recorded sharp decline of over 13% in last 1 month. Havells India's shares also have dropped 27%, while in the last 3 months it fell over 10%. This is also similar to the effect Birla's paint business foray had on incumbents like Asian Paints. With that, it's a wrap on Too Sharp. Thanks so much for tuning in.